Hello dear fans, friends, subscribers. Unfortunately, it's a late cricket happening show today due to certain reasons. Well, as far as today's cricket happening show goes, I'm going to look at the Indian team which has been selected for the order South African tours. As I said, South Africa are coming to India, and this is the first time that they're going to play 4 test matches, which is the most number of test matches that they're playing in a test series here. And so the team has been announced for the one-day international, the T20s. It contains a very good move, according to me. Is from an uncapped all-rounder from Punjab. His name is Gurkeerat Singh. Now, Gurkeerat Singh, to me, I've seen him. When I've seen that he has contributed immensely well as far as the India A team is concerned. He was there. He took. He is one who is an all-rounder. He's a genuine all-rounder. And for India, I think that is the right move, because India are definitely hunting for a genuine all-rounder after Kapil Dev, the former great all-rounder Kapil Dev left the scene. It's quite a long time, so we require a genuine all-rounder. And I think Gurkeerat Singh would be someone like probably Robin Singh. Once in the past that we see Robin Singh contributed immensely with in all 3 departments of the game, and one only can go back to that. So Gurkeerat Singh has been included. Now Gurkeerat Singh, just to talk about Gurkeerat Singh, he actually, as I said, he has contributed both bat and ball. In fact, when India had a tri-series final victory over Australia, he contributed 87 unbeaten runs. He also did well against the Bangladesh A team. And let me tell you one thing about Gurkeerat Singh that I know, other than his batting and bowling, something which is very, very important in international cricket nowadays, and that is fielding. And I think he's a superlative fielder. When I've seen, he has picked up some real blinders in the Indian Premier League, if I'm not wrong, and also in the matches, in the India A matches against Australia A. Now, as I said, he's one inclusion, according to me. It's a great inclusion, according to me. So he's one who has been selected. So, and as far as the T20s are concerned, now that has surprised a lot of people. Seamer S. Arvind. Now, Seamer S. Arvind, if one could really remember him, as far as I remember him, that he came in for some heavy thrashing from the bat of the great Indian batsman, Virendra Sehwag, as you would remember, in the Indian Premier League. He was taken for probably 26-27 runs in a single over, and it was Virendra Sehwag who did this to Arvind. Now I'm sure Arvind has definitely improved, but it has been a real surprise inclusion. But he has not been selected for the one-day internationals. He has been selected for the T20s. So now looking at, but one says that as Arvind has performed pretty well in the domestic scene, and that's the precise reason he has been included. So that is good to know. But one person who is missing now is all-rounder Ravindra Jadeja. Now Ravindra Jadeja is someone who has to really fight for his place, and that is something now Jadeja has to do, because Jadeja, according to me, was slowly filling that place of a bits and pieces all-rounder, but of late we have seen his form has really petered, but now he has to really drive himself into the team with some good performances in the domestic season. Now, as far as the ODI squad is concerned, Mahendra Singh Dhoni has been named the captain for both the test matches and the one-day, and both for the ODIs and the T20s, because he is no longer playing test matches. So that is something we know, that Dhoni, whenever an opportunity is there, Dhoni should always be the Indian captain, no doubt about it. And we know he's not there in test matches. As far as the ODI squad is concerned, it looks to be pretty decent. Ravichandran Ashwin, Stuart Binney, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Akshar Patel, another promising all-rounder, one could say, in the making. Ajinkya Rahane, Suresh Raina, Bharati Rayudu, Mohit Sharma, Rohit Sharma, Umesh Yadav, Gurkeerat Singh, and Amit Mishra. But Ishan Sharma is someone who is missing from the squad in the one-day international. Now that is something which is not really, for me, that is something you have to see, because Ishan Sharma is not figuring in either the ODI squad or in the T20 squad. So because I thought Ishan Sharma has done decently well and one was a bit surprised to see Ishan Sharma's name not figuring in both the versions of the game, T20 and the ODI. Now, as far as in fact, they have decided to even not have Umesh Yadav. Now that is really surprising, because Umesh Yadav, we know, is the genuine pace bowler for India, and he does not find a place in the team. In fact, if you look at the team, there is no Umesh Yadav, there is no Varun Arun. Now Varun Arun, I don't know whether that is the way to actually treat such a wonderful, genuine quickie. Now, if at all India, according to me, who have two genuine quickies, according to me, that would be, one would be Varun Arun, another would be Umesh Yadav, who consistently bowls at 140 clips and also clicks, and also Varun Arun, who can also hit the 150 kph mark at times. Now, that is really been a sort of a surprise, because the pace attack is going to be consisting of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Mohit Sharma, Arvind is a new face, and Stuart Binney. So I don't know whether this particular attack will really have the teeth, because the experience is, other than Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, I think the experience is really missing. Now, one does not know whether is there something that India is looking out for. Yes, the focus would definitely be on T20s, because the T20 World Cup is coming up in India. So whether that's the reason they want to test it out, probably one could go with that. But the ODI squad, to me, not consisting of Umesh Yadav is still there in the ODI squad, but Umesh Yadav is not figuring in the T20s. So Umesh Yadav is still there, so one has to wait and watch how really things went. As you know, this is a very important series, and South Africa, we know what a wonderfully strong team they are. So India, I think, has their task cut out here, according to me. But one has to see whether this unit can really come up. And talking about Mohammad Shami, I'm told that after playing in the World Cup, 2015 World Cup, with definitely an injury, one could say, he has. I'm told that he's still undergoing some treatment for his knee injury. So Mohammad Shami is also not there. So that is also something. I think, looking at the bowling attack, I don't think this Indian bowling attack, has any lot of teeth in it to actually take on the South Africans. But probably, I'll be happy if the Indian team could really prove me wrong. I'll be more than happy. But as I said, the focus is also always going to be on the T20 matches. The T20 World Cup just not many months away, coming in 2016, flagship tournament for India in the year 2016. Now, Dhoni is going to captain the team, Ashwin, Stuart Binney. It's almost the same composition. We don't see, if you really compare it, the T20 ODI squad has a lot of similarities. The only difference, in fact, I would say the only difference being that Umesh Yadav has been left out of the squad, and there's no Gurkeerat Singh in the T20 squad. I would have really preferred Gurkeerat Singh, because I think he's an aggressive bloke. He can really, but instead India opted for S. Arvind. So that is so probably they are doing some experimentation. One can probably go with it, but I would have probably said Gurkeerat Singh could have also been included in the T20, but again, one has to wait and watch. But all in all, I think, looking at the squad, looking at the experience lacking, and especially considering that you are actually playing such a wonderfully strong team like South Africa, I think this Indian bowling attack would really lack some teeth here as far as the pace bowling department goes. Well, so that is as far as the analysis of the Indian team that has been selected for the T20s and ODIs are concerned. Now, the other thing that I'm going to talk about is the third unofficial ODI, which actually concluded the ODI series between India and Bangladesh A. And India A, when they put up a good performance, in fact, it was decided with the Duckworth-Lewis method, where India A won by 75 runs. For India, there was one good thing to take, and that was Suresh Raina getting on to a century, 104 runs on 94 balls, with 9 fours and 1 6. Sanju Samson giving him solid support, playing some good late cuts, pulls, and he really did very well to spank 90 of 99 deliveries, 10 fours and 1 6. So that was what really formed the basis of India's score of 297 for 6 of their 50 overs. Other than that, Unmukt Chand, the captain, the victorious captain, made 41 of 68 balls, 4 fours and 1 6. Mayank Agarwal was out for 1. Jadhav and Gurkeerat Singh, who definitely, I would say, did not celebrate his inclusion with any great pomp here, because he was dismissed for 4 by Shafiul Islam. Dhawan pasted 26 of 15 balls as he normally does, 15 balls with 4 fours, not out, and India posted 297 for 6 of their 50 overs. Shafiul Islam at 2 for 56, Al-Amin Hussain 2 at 10 overs, 2 minutes, 1 for 51, 1 for 59 for Rubil Hussain. Soumya Sarkar 3 overs, none for 19. Arafat Sunny was taken for runs today, 8 overs for 42 for Nasir Hussain. Now Bangladesh chasing a total of 297, but unfortunately due to rain, the match was reduced to a 32 overs side game, 32 overs, and Bangladesh had to score 217 runs from 32 overs. So that really, in fact, the problem for Bangladesh was that they could not get a good start. In fact, the top 3 were consumed pretty, and Arvind definitely, I would say, celebrated his inclusion in the Indian T20 version. I'm sure he himself would have been surprised that he was included in the T20 version against South Africa. But Arvind definitely celebrated it well by nipping the wickets of Rani Talukdar and Anamul Haq. Soumya Sarkar, the talented batsman, was clean bowled with Dhaval Kulkarni for 1, and Dhaval Kulkarni is another one forgotten commodity as far as Indian cricket is concerned, because he was given a run, but now he has once again been dropped. Other than that, the Mominul Haq contributed 37 of 50 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, and Litan Das making 21 of 20 with 2 fours and 1 6. Sabir Rahman tried his bit to up the tempo, but as I said, was decided with the Lewis method. Nasir Hussain was consumed for 22 of 27 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. And in the end, Sabir Rahman, all that he could do was muster an unbeaten 41 of 52 balls, 4 fours and 1 6, which was really not enough. And Bangladesh had to be content with 141 for 6 of their 32 overs due to some very good bowling from the Indian bowlers. Arvind started it all. Arvind had very impressive bowling figures, 6 overs, no maiden, 14 runs and 2 wickets. Dhaval Kulkarni 8 overs went for 45. Dhawan 3 overs went for 25. Karan Sharma bowled excellently, I thought, 9 overs 1 for 28. But Kuldeep Yadav, the Chinaman spinner, did a wonderful job. 6 overs no maiden, 229. And that's what. And India actually got on to a good margin of win. They won by a good margin. They won by 75 runs, and thus India won the unofficial ODI series against Bangladesh by beating them 2-1, and Suresh Raina was named player of the match. And Unmukt Chand, as you know, was the captain. Unmukt Chand was the one who received the series trophy from the match officials there, and that was it as far as that match was concerned. Now, one thing that one can say here is that I thought Bangladesh definitely played well, but I thought India were too good for the Bangladesh team. Well, on this note, it's time for me to actually conclude this Cricket Happening show. I hope you all enjoyed this Cricket Happening show of mine. I'll be sure to come back to you tomorrow on my next Cricket Happening show with more cricket. Till such time, I see you, dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. It's good night. Thank you.